Three thoughts, on the game. One is obviously we didn't play very well. They played terrific. And usually when you get, a score with that type of disparity, that's the case. So give them certainly a lot of credit. I thought they played really, really well. The second thought, I certainly don't mean this in a derogatory way. We had three good guys today with the crew, but it was just a weird half for our players, and I thought really for Buffalo's players at all. This is the first game I've ever coached. I believe in my career I had 2 players with 4 fouls and 2 players with 3 fouls at halftime. And I thought it really disrupted some of the rhythm. Obviously Buffalo had 12 fouls as well, so the game was called that way, which, again, we had a great crew. I know all three guys do a great job. And then all of a sudden the second half, it's 3 fouls on one team and 6 fouls. And I just think if you're a player, now again, that wasn't worth 35 to 40 points. Okay, so I don't want to come across that way. But I think if you're a player, I think it's hard to kind of figure that out during the course of the game, and I thought it disrupted the rhythm really for both teams and the game itself. And then thirdly, even with as poorly as we played, I felt like going into the game, if we could hold them under a point per possession, that we'd be right there, and we did that because there were a lot of possessions during the game, but our offense was just, unfortunately anemic, and low assist numbers, low field goal numbers, low percentage shooting numbers. Give Buffalo a lot of credit for that. I thought they were really disruptive defensively and really got into passing lanes and put great pressure on the basketball. And then the second half, we finally start the second half with a little bit of rhythm on offense, and then we weren't able to get stops like we needed to really cut into that lead. I thought the first 4 minutes of the second half were going to be critical to figure out whether this thing was going to be on or not down the stretch. And our offense was better all of a sudden with ball movement and shot making. And then in the first half, we keep them off the backboard at 16 out of 20 on the defensive backboard, which is terrific against them. And then they get 4 offensive rebounds in the first 4 minutes of the second half. So we flipped it there for the first 4 or 5 minutes, and I thought once we got through those 4 or 5 minutes and weren't able to make a dent in it like we needed to, we knew it was going to be even more of a challenge down the stretch to climb back into the game. But again, give Buffalo credit. They do a great job. They've got really good players. They're well balanced at both ends of the floor, and that's a really good basketball team that we played today.